All right, so I had a question of could I put together a little video showing how I did the troll faces. This is the Protea flower cutout, the thin cut. I've already done the little fairy one, but this is how I've done the faces. So these ones, I just cut these two because I knew that I was going to have a chin and cut the rest off. I've just cut it out of a piece of scrap, so I didn't do the full cutout, and I've trimmed this one round. Okay, so for Branch, that's this troll here, his name is Branch, and I start by drawing the ear coming down, and then his chin, and putting these little, the inside of his ear on both sides. And then I usually try and lightly sketch where his hair line is going to go. His nose is going to be kind of centered, and he has this sort of little bulby nose, and his little frown. That's probably the biggest thing of Branches. He's always frowning. And then just looking at where his eyes are going to be spaced. He has heavy eyebrows that kind of make him look sad or angry as well. And then you just give him a little bit of a highlight on his eyeball just to show the shine. And then I would get the markers. So I use different greys, the ice grey, the darkest one, and just flick up for the hair. So his face I coloured in the very palest of the True Blue blend, this tri-blend marker. So I used the light end to cover his whole face, and then I took the one in the middle and just did this shading around the inside of his ears, just a little bit around his eyes and around, you know, to show that it's wrapping around his head. So there's a bit of shadow and a little bit under his mouth. So that was for Branch. I'll just quickly do a sketch for Poppy. So this is Princess Poppy here. And so her faces are just a little bit different, almost the same as his, but just slight differences. So you're going to have her chin, so you could just round this off and then fussy cut the excess off that you don't need and just toss that away. So we've got her ears. Now because she's got her hair, I started off just lightly with a headband. She has these little flowers made out of felt. And so I just draw the little flowers and then draw the headband in between. Now her hair, because she sort of has a fringe, is going to come down on both sides, and you can flick it, you can play with it however you want. And then her ears, and so her nose is sort of centered as well, just kind of like as if you've got a few little ovals joined together. Give her a bit of a smile and a bottom lip, put some cheeks on her, and then her eyes don't have to be all that big, but when you get your pen, it's putting the eyelashes on that really helps bring her to life. And then put the center of her eyeballs, and then some little eyebrows. And same thing, you can flick the pen up when you colour her hair. So for this one I use my Shinhan markers because I don't have the pink tri-blend markers at the moment. So I used the paler pink and just covered her whole face, and then used that same pink once the pale, you know, the first layer had dried. Then I got the marker and did another layer, because you can build up to get more shadow out of the same marker if you let the layers of alcohol marker dry, and then lay on another one. And then just, you know, I went around with her cheeks, and then I used the darker, it's kind of a fuchsia colour, I can't remember what the pink is called, but I did her nose and her hair with that. I've used the tri-blend marker, the Jade Green, for her headband, and then the True Blue, I think it's the middle pen, the TB3, for the flowers. And just use a black marker, and that's just her basic outline of how you draw her face. Cool.